So people often ask me how I manage to put all the fabrics together when I make a piece of floral armour. And to start with, I need to find something which I really love for the skirt. And I really like this fabric. It reminded me of a wedding dress which had been made by an artist and was completely splattered with paint. So this was a definite yes when I found the skirt material. So that was my starting point, and it already has a theme of a kind of wild artist, Pollock-esque, and the colours, black and yellow, are very dramatic. The next kind of star of the piece really is, for this one, is going to be a piece of bark cloth. This is a vintage fabric, and it's unusual, it's striking, and it works beautifully with the yellow and black skirt. I'm just going to pin it on here. I have a rough idea in my head of the proportions and the design. This will be lined because it's quite a fragile fabric. Now, working together, the other kind of third, I suppose, of the top piece of garment. I've had this for a long time. I think I found it in John Lewis many years ago, and it picks up the petrol blue in the leaves and also gives a nice contrast with the fabrics. This is going to be for a special occasion, this dress, so I want it to be stunning and glamorous, so that fits the brief. Okay, so that will go in there. Next, I need to think about the sleeves of the dress, and I want it to look contemporary and funky. So I found this, which picks up these lovely shapes here, and immediately gives it a kind of funky 70s feel about it. I'm just going to pin it there and see if it works or it doesn't work. I like there to be a tension between the patterns, so I like it when things shouldn't work and then they do work. And I will be quite careful how I arrange the pattern on the final piece. I suppose I'm holding in mind that when a woman wears a dress, she's walking around and she's viewed from all angles, so you want the dress to be interesting, not just from the front, but from the side and from the back as well. She's a walking piece of art, this woman, so you know, we're going to show her off. Okay, this is a lovely little piece of organic cotton that I picked up, but again, it's got a lovely pattern on it, and it picks up the petrol blue. And even though this is a lemon yellow and this is an ochre, they work nicely together. For this sleeve, I've chosen a lovely black cotton checked gingham fabric, which I love because it reminds me of Julie Garland, and has the idea of kind of freedom and skipping about and being youthful. There's a feel-good feeling about it, so that's going on there. I like the splashy polka dots and check together. Now, this is a bit of a wild card, this little piece of bicycle fabric. It's very lemon yellow. It's not going to be to everyone's taste, but I really like it, so that's going to go in there. Again, it has kind of symbolic connotations of being healthy and okay, and on the back, that will be the front for the moment, and then the back, of course, is just as important. This is just going to have 2 panels, and these panels need to work well. So I've got this lovely, again another organic cotton, petrol blue, picks up again those lovely sort of shapes which remind me of spears and lips and the female warrior, and a nice punky checkered black and white one which will fit in with the other sleeve and also slightly mirrors the gingham sleeve and picks up the black in the skirt. Now the hardest part of pulling the whole thing together is the sash, and I have 2 fabrics for that because I like different parts to pick up different parts of the dress. Now I was given this rather gorgeous vintage piece of fabric which was probably used for lining of a very stately gentleman's waistcoat. I think that's going to bring the whole thing together really beautifully. And to soften that, just one more on the back of that will be this cotton ochre starry fabric. Now when these are all stitched together, we'll see what they look like.